Hello, welcome or welcome back to my channel and the end of my challenge. So I didn't do a video for week 51 because my sales were pretty low, so I thought I'll just do the last 2 weeks of my challenge as one video. So this is covering weeks 51 and 52, so I'll just do the overview of that. So 14th of December to the 27th of December, $777.88 of sales, $233.59 in fees, which as I've said in my previous videos, now counts postage labels through eBay because it's cheaper than me doing it through my business post at the moment. So that leaves $544.29. So let's get into what those items were. So on the 14th of December, I sold a Teen Titans Go little plushie. That sold, now it says on here 20 plus 12, but I think it was, oh no, it was $20 plus 12. So this total sale was $32, but I did refund $2.30 because I ended up getting it into a extra small package, or the rate was around the extra small price. So I did refund that excess postage. Next item to sell was a Elmo Sesame Street character ornament that sold for $17.95 plus post. Then I sold a kids t-shirt which was new with tags. I think I bought this to gift to my nephews or something. I didn't end up doing it, so I did take an offer, or I sent out an offer. I think I sent an offer, they counted, and I just took it. So the total sale on that was $24.70, and that included post. So yeah, I did take a little bit of a hit on that one. Next, on the 20th of December, I sold one of my personal minifigures. That sold for full price, I think. Yes, $69.99 plus a $9.70 post. Next, I sold the Knuckleheads, Moose Jack's Knuckleheads vintage, new old stock, whatever you call it when it's, you know, old vintage items that are still in packet. That I did put up in an auction. I only got one bid, but I sold it for $49.99 plus $19.95 post. I paid $1, or did I pay $2? It was $1. No, it was $1. The Sesame Street thingy I paid $2 at that church op shop. I had someone message me during the week saying, this should be, postage for this should only be $10 or something like that. You know, will you send it, you know, in a small satchel? So I just wrote back, it doesn't fit in a small satchel, like, because the width of the top of the thing, like, I mean, because I did think I could put it in a small satchel and put cardboard backing, like hard cardboard, to, you know, protect it, but it wouldn't fit in a small satchel. The width of the top of the cardboard packet was too wide for a small satchel. So I wrote something back, like, you know, to that effect, saying it won't fit in a small satchel, so I'd have to go up to a bigger. The price reflects me packaging up in a way as to protect the cardboard, given it's a new, you know, it's sealed, it's a collectible, and that I refund any excess post if it's, you know, over and above that. So yeah, I probably could have squished it in an extra small satchel if the buyer wanted that, but this person that won it didn't even question it, the postage costs. They just paid the full price. So they didn't say, look, you know, I'm happy for you to open it to save on postage, but they didn't. They took it. And so I did put it in a large Australia Post box. I put cardboard on it, and I, you know, used my wrapping roll so that the backing was protected and couldn't be bent. So yeah, I packaged it up so that it would arrive in a, you know, collectible new condition. Did have a couple little bends on the packaging, but I didn't want it like totally creased. So anyway, that's long-winded, but that's what that one sold for. So not bad for a buck purchase. Next item to sell was the Kitten D'Amour doll. I put it up on auction for $4.99, I think. It had 7 watches, didn't sell. I listed it straight away, slightly less. I think I listed it for $4.75 plus post. Someone offered me $4.25. I thought about it for about a minute and thought, you know, I've taken my own personal money. It's not, I haven't taken money that I've built up, you know, the money that I've build up to purchase stuff to flip. I took that out of my savings and then, you know, would reimburse. So I thought, you know what, it's better just get rid of it and just get that money back. So I took the $4.25 offer with the $30 postage, and it did actually come to like $31 post, I think, because I did put signature on delivery and insurance up to a certain amount, just to make sure it, you know, it was all protected to get there. So yeah, so that doll sold. Next to sell was a Hallmark keepsake ornament. Now I think I took an offer on that because, yeah, the total sales price was, oh god, I can't even read my writing now. I think it says $29.95. So I think I took a slight offer, or I sent out an offer, because as I said, as you know, as soon as someone watches it, I'm sending out offers, and I'm doing a lot of 20%, particularly on books and stuff now, just to, because I just want to cover stuff. Next to sell was a book. Someone sent me an offer on Christmas Day for $20 all up post, so I took that. And then the last item to sell on the 26th of December was a Legends of Aikido Power Storm, some toy, collectible toy. It was sealed. I paid $2, sold it for, oh, that must have been full price as well, $29.95 plus the post. I did stuff up on the post though, because I couldn't get it. I didn't have any box that would really neatly fit it, so I had to put it in a slightly bigger box and then pad it out, and then I think that just took me up to the medium, like equivalent satchel rate rather than a small. So it did cost me, I think, $15 post, so I lost $3 out on postage on that. I have stuffed up a bit this year, well, not a bit, but maybe less than 5 times, just probably not thinking I'd get it into a small satchel and just putting the small satchel flat rate or small Australia Post flat rate postage on it, and not really actually checking if it does to cover my post. But anyway, I have sold two other things within this week 52 time frame, but they haven't paid, so I can't count those. They'll come into my next year total or whatever I'm going to do. So that's everything that's sold in those weeks 51 and 52. So where did I land on my challenge? Well, obviously nowhere near my goal. I've lost my spreadsheet. It just totally, where did it go? Okay, so now with the sale of that doll, even though it sold for $4.25 plus post, that whole $4.25 has not gone into my challenge, because as I said, I paid $2.49 of that out of my own personal savings. So I've reimbursed that. So $249 of that went straight back in, and it's not counted in the challenge. It was $190, I think it was. Did that work out? Oh, I can't remember. Anyway, I've put not all of it, some of it's gone back. So with that and then the other sales in those 2 weeks, my end of challenge total came to $5,396.85. My goal was $14,000 to try to pay for my school fees, which actually are actually $15,000. I got my, at the end of this, a few weeks ago, I got my amount of what the actual fees are for 2026. So it's actually $15,000. So bit more. But anyway, didn't meet it, didn't come close. I came to 38.54% of my goal. So yeah. And what am I going to do with this money? Well, it's just going to go on bills. I'm not going to splurge on anything. It's just going to go on bills. Yep. So it's been a tough year this year financially, with me quitting my job, a well-paying job, and then being out of work at times, and then taking a lower income. So yeah, I'm not in a great financial position where I could just, go, oh, I'll just put $5,000 towards bills and spend $396 and just take that excess or whatever. No, it's all going on bills. So yeah, as for where to next, I've been doing a bit of reflecting, and the last couple of days I've been binging one particular channel who's a minimalist, which I know, look at me, there's no way I'm going to be a minimalist. I'm not getting rid of all this stuff, but just more around like no buy or low buy months and doing challenges like that. So yeah, I've been watching a few videos on and just thinking about how I can cut spending to try to add to savings. Yeah, so I think what I'll do is I think I need to write down my reflections on this whole eBay challenge and how I felt, you know, over it, because I do have some thoughts on it, and how I felt at the start of it and how I feel at the end, and how I feel about eBay and just selling stuff and the whole flipping, shopping, all that kind of stuff. So I think I'll do a summary video. Maybe I'll just do it New Year's Day when I'm home. But yeah, I just think I need to, like, you know, set out some things, like think about it, and to do a summary video on reflections, and then think about where I'm going to be in 2026 and how I can try to earn money as a side hustle on top of, you know, my day-to-day income. So yeah, that's it. End of the challenge. If you've followed along, thank you so much. Yeah, I think I'll still continue doing videos on my eBay sales, but yeah, I'll think about, that's something else to think about, and yeah, probably reflect on and update in my next video. So thank you for, yeah, tuning in, coming along with me on this year challenge. Didn't end up where I wanted to be, but yeah, I still think it was pretty good effort to get to 5,300. So thank you. Bye.